This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, work begins on a $7 million connection that will eventually link the city and Port Chalmers. Picking up rubbish could win you a prize thanks to the efforts of a student at the Otago Polytechnic. And Southland youth have been using different mediums of art to tell the stories of their history and culture. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Work has begun on a $7 million connection that will eventually link the city and Port Chalmers. One part of the project which has raised questions from the public is a shared cycleway and walking bridge across the water of Leith.
The road cones are out and the process has begun to build a cycle lane which will link Dunedin City and Port Chalmers. As it's day one of the construction, leading hands are studying plans on site while the diggers are in place, although motionless. The council says construction will include a $1.2 million shared cycle and pedestrian bridge across the Leith near Forsyth Bus Stadium, which divided opinion today.
Yeah, over the bridge here, whereas opposed to probably people are better off just doing the full distance over the bridge, under the bridge and around, because it's all part of the exercise of going cycling for a Sunday afternoon, I reckon.
It's probably a bit expensive, but I think it's a good idea, just connect the cycleways, because I walk along here a few days a week and you kind of get like cyclists coming in, they all come over this bridge, but if they could do something quite cheap, it's a good idea.
The $7 million cost of the project will be split between the Dunedin City Council, where it takes place on city roads, and the New Zealand Land Transport Agency, who will pay for the work alongside the state highway network. While the work is taking place, Dunedin's road cone population is quite high, and motorists are asked to slow down around road works and to expect delays. The project is due to be finished by the end of November. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A visiting Melbourne Rebels rugby player has been bailed after an alleged assault in Dunedin yesterday. 28-year-old Amanaki Lele Murphy appeared in Dunedin's District Court this morning. Murphy is charged with injuring with intent to injure following an alleged attack on a fellow teammate on Sunday. Neither he nor Rebels team director Tony Thorpe had anything to say to the media as they left the courthouse. He has been remanded without plea until August the 3rd and is excused from appearing at that date. Murphy is bailed to a Melbourne address for the next 2 months and a Japanese apartment for the following 3. Picking up rubbish could win you a prize, thanks to the efforts of a student at the Otago Polytechnic. The Click and Pick challenge encourages Dunedin people to pick up at least one piece of rubbish a day for 12 days to go into the draw to win an original painting.
Picking up the rubbish the careless people have left behind. Unfortunately, there's no shortage of litter to pick up, according to visual arts student Sojin Lim. She is challenging people to collect rubbish over any 12 days in July in the hope they will become more aware of rubbish and change their behaviour to it.
Basically, awareness of each individual about rubbish on the behaviour change. If there is no awareness, it wouldn't have an impact on the behaviour change.
People are encouraged to pick up at least one piece of rubbish on each of their chosen 12 days.
The competition is very simple. You pick any 12 days. You go to take a walk or you just come to your office or school and you pick any rubbish on the street that you see or in the park, and there is no quality limiter. You can pick 1, 2, 3, it's up to you.
Lim has used her professional graphic design skills to create free carry bags to use when collecting the rubbish.
And then you can get a free bag here from Otago Polytechnic to put your rubbish in, and this bag can be washable and you can reuse them again.
Around 500 of these bags have already been picked up by rubbish collectors keen to get in the draw to win an original abstract artwork created by Lim herself. And she says if the winner of the draw doesn't like the painting, they can instead choose to get 5 free cups of coffee from the Polytech's Mason Centre Cafe. In Dunedin for the South Today.
Mask offenders stole cigarettes from a South Dunedin dairy last night. A police officer was guarding the stadium store in Victoria Road after what police say was a theft, as no weapon had been used. The shuttered door of the store was half closed and police tape was stretched across the entrance. 3 police cars with sirens on were seen speeding to the scene shortly after 7 p.m. Police say 2 offenders wore masks and stole cigarettes before fleeing in a vehicle. Southland youth have been using different mediums of art to tell the stories of their history and culture. Storytelling is the theme for this year's Polyfest Arts exhibition, which has received over 300 entries from early childhood classes through to Year 13 pupils.
Every entry into this year's Polyfest Arts exhibition has a story to tell. The Murihiku Māori and Pacifica Trust has received around 350 entries for this year's exhibition, which focuses on storytelling through various art forms.
When it comes to Pacifica Māori cultures, storytelling is hugely important, very traditional, as a way of passing down knowledge or talking about experiences, history, that sort of thing. When you see the entries, the work that's gone into them is just amazing. It's amazing, it blows you away.
She says participants have branched out from traditional art forms to tell their stories, with some pieces so big they'll be arriving by freight.
It's all of the arts, yeah, definitely. A real holistic view of the child. It's really humbling to us that we have all those participants, and you know, we're having an entry getting dropped off today that's coming from Fiordland Kindy, so the reach is wide as well.
Criteria added to this year's exhibition has allowed participants full range of creative expression, a move which is being praised by the judges.
It's not a colouring in competition where you've got to keep within the lines. There are no boundaries. It's the imagination of the children and the enthusiasm of their teachers and their community to let them have a go and express exactly what they want.
The winners of the Polyfest Arts exhibition will be announced on August 3rd and will be displayed at ILT Stadium Southland from the 4th. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today. A drunken dispute over a goat pie leads to a man being charged with assault in Queenstown, and more than 100 children sign up for spy training as part of Kids Fest in Kaiapoi. So stay with us.
Step into Shop on Carol and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of mass-bought wood fires. For obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, You owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
With over 230 events, the International Science Festival is taking over Dunedin from the 6th to the 15th of July. For more info, go to scifest.org.nz.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to become even softer, while still being strong and reliable. The new me is bigger and softer than ever. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wooden Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Welcome back. A drunken dispute over goat pie led to a man allegedly being punched in the face during a busy weekend for Queenstown Police. Two men got into an argument outside Night and Day on Camp Street, Queenstown, early Saturday morning. A 47-year-old New Zealand man was accused of being racist by the other man after he allegedly said goat pie could only be bought in an Asian shop. Police say the man who made the accusation was then punched in the face, leading to the 47-year-old man being charged with assault. More than 100 children from the Greater Christchurch area signed up for spy training at Kaiapoi. Professional super spy training has been held as part of Kids Fest during the July school holidays at Kaiapoi North School for the past few years.
Who is Kaiapoi's next top spy? Is it her? Is it him? They're among some of the youngsters taking part in professional super spy training at Kaiapoi North School these holidays. Their spy master, Jackie Jeffrey, says it's been gaining popularity since it began more than 5 years ago.
This is about the 6th year we've run it. We have about 150 kids that come through over 3 sessions, and they learn everything from, they get an ID badge, they do obstacle courses, they get to time themselves going through a laser maze, Nerf gun training, and then they get to complete a mission.
Inside, she lays down the law, guiding these eager cadets who are thirsty to improve their spying abilities. Jeffrey says that the chance to learn how to be a spy kid is attracting kids from around the region.
Yeah, absolutely. All the holiday ones come over and they join in, so it's great. We get, we've had them from all over. We've had them coming in from Rolleston, everywhere. It's been quite mad, really.
Children complete a range of activities, including getting their photo taken, coming up with disguises, and getting a super spy code name. Jackie Jeffries says that the program has developed over the years it's been running.
We've made it better. It's kind of, it's always action stations trying to get everything organised and trying to find a mission that is hard but not too hard, you know, and makes it interesting for the kids.
Spies in training also complete an obstacle course, take on the laser maze and fire Nerf guns before solving a mystery. She says designing a mission isn't impossible, but it can be a mission.
Well, it is top secret. What we've found out is our arch rivals No Fun, and they are the network organisation for organised naughtiness, have stolen our secret bubble formula. Now, our bubble formula is harmless, but when they are going to try and make it into super blob bubbles, which are very dangerous. So we have to solve the, find the location of our bubble mixture and get it away from them before they can make it evil.
Professional super spy training takes place at Kaiapoi North School during the school holidays. In Kaiapoi, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, visitors to the International Science Festival get a live demonstration of what climate change may look like, and we have tomorrow's weather for you.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
It's Alice Campbell Menswear's knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33%. That's a third. Lots of New Zealand made and imported quality garments. Wool mix, pure wool, 100% merino. Merino cashmere. Merino possum. Heavy work fishnets. V-neck, crew neck, quarter zip, button collar, full zip. Plain stripes, argyles, ferrules. Self patterns, you name it, even some ladies' colours. Knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33% on all of them. Alex Campbell Menswear's 3 stores.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of Massport wood fires. For obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance, and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent. And where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Welcome back. A goat in a coat, afloat in a boat, no joke. It reads like a Dr. Seuss fantasy, but for residents at the seaside village of Pirakanui, 30 minutes north of Dunedin, this is part of daily life. Pirakanui resident Dan, who declined to give his last name, is known locally as Dan the Goat Man, after he adopted a young goat 9 years ago as a pet. He says his goat, known as Alex Kidd, is house-trained, car-trained and boat-trained. The pair crossed the Pirakanui Inlet by boat, going over the bar and heading around Potato Point to go camping along the coast. Dan says the baby feral goat was picked up by two snowboarders at Arthur's Point near Queenstown, but he adopted it from them after the novelty of caring for the animal wore off. The International Science Festival continues this week in Dunedin. Members of the public were recently given the chance to see a live demonstration of the possible effects of climate change.
How will different species react to changing temperatures in the Earth's oceans over the coming years? That was the question being asked at Dunedin's Community Gallery for the New Zealand International Science Festival. University of Otago PhD student Isla Twig demonstrated how mudflat snails reacted to changes in water temperature.
So what I have is set up is I have some snails in some cold bowls of water and some snails which are at 2 degrees above what the other snails are at.
The theme of the exhibit is Beyond 2 Degrees Warming, to reflect climate change predictions. The snails are found all around the estuaries of Dunedin, like Hooper's Inlet on the mudflats.
A way to gauge how healthy these animals are, how much energy they have, is how long it takes to flip themselves back over when you pick them up and put them on their back.
The time it takes them to do that is representative of the energy they have. So they're testing how long it takes them to flip over in cold water and how long it takes in warm water. The research has wider implications for marine science.
As we continue to burn fossil fuels and all the industrial things going on, we are heating up the planet and also heating up the oceans. And we are pretty concerned at how this is going to affect marine life and the ecosystems.
She says it's not just snails that could be affected by the changing water temperatures. While some species could move to cooler areas as the globe starts to heat up, for those already at the poles, there might be nowhere left to go. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Work has begun on a $7 million connection which will eventually link the city and Port Chalmers for cycles and pedestrians. Picking up rubbish can win you a prize. Thanks to the efforts of a student at the Otago Polytechnic, it can take just one piece a day. And Southland youth have been using different mediums of art to tell the stories of their history and culture in a competition that attracted more than 300 entries. And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Oh, Queenstown first of all. There's a little story about a little cottage that's sold there for a large amount on a reasonable sized section, 1,000 square metres, which is about a quarter of an acre, in central Queenstown. So we had a wee story about what it sold for, and it's a little puzzle for the viewers, see if they can guess and then check their guess. I think most people, knowing the prices in Queenstown, will get pretty close. I asked you this question before and you were right on the button. To Dunedin, we've got stories about these robberies of dairies, and there's been a few of them this year.
Yeah, there's definitely been, how many roughly has it been in the last year? Do we have any figures?
Yeah, not a huge number, but a significant number.
Yeah.
Off to Ecuador on the travel pages, and the Amazon there, and the wildlife. It'll be a great trip. And then up to Rockville for the little sisters of the poor, where we've got a lovely picture of a nun there, living there now, who's 104 and still going reasonably well. It's not a bad effort.
That's a decent effort, that one.
It is. And South Canterbury, a prominent South Canterbury businessman and accountant who was also chairman of the Southern District Health Board for 5 years, has been censured and fined by the Institute of Chartered Accountants. So look for that story. That's actually on the business pages at this stage. Finally, the editorial, we go to Britain for that. The pressure that Theresa May is under, things aren't looking great for her future over the next week or so.
No, I believe she's in a bit of hot water at the moment. Something for everyone. Thank you, Phil. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Starting with today's southern view taken off Dunedin's railway station car park. Looking at the situation, a light westerly airflow brings fine weather for a few days, but a front is due to arrive on Thursday with a few showers. To the southern outlook, where moderate westerlies and 11 degrees are the order of the day tomorrow for Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden. Heading across to central Otago, Alexandra and Wanaka have light westerly winds and a high of 12. Queenstown and Te Anau have light to moderate westerlies and highs of 11. Heading to the north, Timaru and Oamaru, light southwesterlies, fine weather and 13 degrees. Omarama and Twizel are also in for light westerlies, clear skies and a high of 12. Here in Dunedin, some cloud tonight, pleasant temperatures with an overnight low of 7 degrees. Tomorrow fine and sunny with a high of 13 and a low of 2 degrees. Then on Wednesday, some cloud, a high of 12 and a low of 4. And in Invercargill, some cloud tonight with an overnight low of 6 degrees. Mostly clear skies tomorrow and some clouds and sunny periods, a low of 5 and a high of 13. Then on Wednesday, a high of 12 and a low of 5 with westerly winds. And that's our news for this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. For full stories, check out www.odt.co.nz. Have a great evening, take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.